librarian by day, but by night, you probably didn't know this, I am, yes, a superhero. Did you know that? And I've got all kinds of superhero powers. First of all, let me show you my cape, because you cannot be a superhero unless you're wearing a cape. And I have my superhero cape right here. Oh, I got on my cape. I got on my superhero cape because you have to wear a cape if you're a superhero. And I've got it right here, my superhero. Oh, look at this, huh? Let me turn around so you can see it in its all its glory. My superhero, my superhero cape. Now, let me show you some of my superhero powers. First of all, I got superhero strength. I hold in my hand this big, thick wooden plank, and with the powers of my ability and my strength, I'm going to condense it into a tiny block. I have to use full concentration. I have to use all my strength. I'm going to take this big plank and turn it into a little teeny block. Here we go. And let's see what's happened to it. I've turned it into this little block. That big, huge plank is now this teeny little block. Don't try this at home, guys. You have to have great strength in order to do that. Now, I also have with me my superhero glasses. With these glasses on, I can see anything in the whole wide world. See? Oh, wait a second. Let me move back. I'm wearing my superhero. Oh! You can see anything. Look, I can even see Santa Claus at the North Pole. Santa, can I have that toy over there? So, where did Santa Claus go? Oh, wait a second. My glasses fell off. You see, with these superhero glasses, you could see anything. I could see any bad guy doing something wrong. Where did the bad guy go? What happened to the... I could see every... All right, I have to go in for a fitting. I don't quite have it worked out yet. And now, for the best superpower of all, I have the power of invisibility. In the next moment, I am going to go away from the screen, and when I come back, I will be completely invisible. You will not be able to see me. Are you ready to see this? All right, here I go. I'm leaving the screen. I will come back, and when I come back, I will be gone. I will be vanished. I will be invisible. All right, here I am. I'm back again. You cannot see me. I'm completely gone. I'm completely invisible. I'm completely, guys, where am I? Guys, hello? Oh. Here I am, I'm back again. It was getting a little scary in the land of invisibility, so I'm glad to be back. But there are my different powers. You see my powers, but of course, librarians have the greatest power of all, and you guys have this power too. Not super strength, not invisibility, not super sight. The power of what, guys? The power of reading. There's no greater power. And I'm going to read some stories to you right now. By the way, guys, this is the last story time that's going to be at 3:30. We're switching to the morning starting next week. I hope you guys can make it in the morning. It's going to be Tuesdays at 10:30. Tuesdays at 10:30. I hope you can come. That would really be good if you can come. Tuesdays at 10:30. But anyway, here, I'm going to read this book, The Lady with the Alligator Purse. I'm going to start us off by reading Lady with the Alligator Purse. Okay, here we go.
Some days we could have nice stuff.
Evie, what are you saying? You ready? Miss Lucy had a baby. His name was Tiny Tim. She put him in the bathtub to see if he can swim. He drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap. He tried to eat the bathtub, but it wouldn't go down his throat. Miss Lucy called the doctor. Miss Lucy called the nurse. Miss Lucy called the lady with the alligator purse. In came the doctor. In came the nurse. In came the lady with the alligator. What, Kira?
Purse.
With the alligator purse. Mumps, said the doctor. Measles, said the nurse. Nonsense, said the lady with the alligator.
Purse.
Alligator purse. Penicillin, said the doctor. Castor oil, said the nurse. Pizza, said the lady with the alligator.
Purse.
The alligator purse. Oh, wait, where am I here? Oh. Out went the doctor. Out went the nurse. Out went the lady with the alligator
Purse.
purse. Lady with the alligator purse. All right, now I've got a superhero book. It's not a superhero person, though. It is a super, what animal is this? Evie? Super what?
Bat.
Super Bat. That's the name of the story, Logan. The name of the story is Super Bat. Did you ever see a bat? You like bats?
I love bat.
You like bats, Kira?
I've seen a bunch last. I saw a bunch last summer.
Were they in your house?
No, they were outside when I was swimming.
The bats were outside swimming?
When I was swimming.
Were they wearing little bathing suits?
I said when I was.
Oh, when you were swimming, you saw the bats. You were the one who was swimming. The bats weren't swimming.
No, I was swimming, I said. And I swam.
Got you, Kira. All right, Super Bat. That's the name of the story. Let me read. It was the middle of the day, and Pat the Bat could not sleep. He was bored of hanging around in a dark cave. He wanted to be special, like the superheroes in his favorite comics. And then it hit him. Pow! Pat had a great idea, and he set to work. It was not easy using Mom's sewing machine, and his wings kept getting in the way. But after a couple of hours, his outfit was ready. Pat became Super Pat. Whoa! When the other bats woke up, they were all surprised. I'm Super Bat, said Pat. Wow, said Gary. So what are your superpowers? I have super hearing, boasted Pat. So do we, his friend screeched. Good point, muttered Pat. Yes, because bats all have super hearing. He wasn't the only one. All the other bats gathered around to see Super Bat. Can you lift a car with your mighty muscles, asked Gary? Or shoot laser beams from your eyes, added Glenda? Well, no, said Pat, his voice wobbling a bit, but I can fly. He leapt in the air. We can all fly, the other bats chuckled. What else can you do? Pat tried to think of another super skill. He felt like every bat in town was staring at him, and he was really nervous. I have echolocation, which means I can find my way in the dark. Ha ha ha, the other bats laughed. That's nothing special. We can all do that. And it's true, bats have that power. Bats have echolocation. They can see in the dark. I can see in the dark too with a flashlight. I have flashlight location. I don't know if that's as good as echolocation, but flashlight location. Pat trudged off home, his wings drooped, his ears flopped. He did not feel special anymore. I'm just a normal bat in a silly outfit, he sighed, trying not to cry. Just as Pat was about to rip off his suit and cape and throw them away, his supersonic hearing picked up a faint cry. Help! Help! On the other side of town, a big bad cat had trapped a family of mice. Oh my! See that? Pat's wings spread out, his ears perked up. He bravely flew across the city as fast as his little wings could carry him. It's a plane. It's a bird. I think it's a bat in a funny costume. Pat swooped in like a blur of fur. The big bad cat took a swat, but he missed Super Pat. Pat dived back down and flapped his wings really fast. Wham, 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 and scared the mean cat away. The mice were free. You saved us, they cried. Thank you. But who are you, oh masked crusader? Pat smiled modestly. Me? I'm no one special. Oh, yes, you are, cried his bat friends who had followed Pat across town and seen his heroics. And you do have a superpower. Courage. You truly are a super bat. And as Pat flew back to the bat cave for a good day's sleep, with his friends behind him all the way, he really did feel rather special. Now, let me ask you a question. He had a superpower, his friend said, and that power was courage. Who knows what courage is? Does anyone know what courage is? Kira? Evie, do you know what? Could you tell everybody what courage is? What's courage? You know? It's courage is when you're not afraid of anything. And what's that called? When you're really not scared of something and you're not afraid. What are you? You're being very what? You're being very brave. That's right. If you have courage, that means you're brave. And all of you are very brave at my story time. No one would be able to come to my story time if they weren't brave. I know for a fact that you're all very brave. All right, now here is another story, and it's about two mice. And it's about two mice, and let's see if they're brave or not. They're going to need to be brave. Let me just tell you in this story, they are going to need to be brave, and we'll see whether they've got the right stuff or not. And the name of the book is Big Squeak, Little Squeak. Big Squeak, Little Squeak. Let's see if they're going to be brave. Big Squeak, Little Squeak. Once there were two mice named Big Squeak and Little Squeak. Big Squeak was little, but he had a big squeak. Little Squeak was big, but he had a little squeak. Big Squeak and Little Squeak stayed home all day eating cheese curls and watching mouse cartoons on TV. That's what we've all been doing that during the pandemic, guys. There must be more to life than this, said Little Squeak. Sure there is, said Big Squeak. There's eating real cheese and watching soap operas. Did you guys ever see a soap opera? No. I don't know. I think cartoons are more fun. So Big Squeak and Little Squeak went down to the cheese store to shop. The cheese store was owned by Mr. Kit Kat. Oh boy, there he is. Who found running his shop was a good way to meet mice. Many mice had gone into his store, but none had ever come out. Oh boy, you think Big Squeak and Little Squeak should go in there? I don't know. In walked Big Squeak and Little Squeak. How can I help you, mice? Asked Mr. Kit Kat, rubbing his paws together. Oh, that doesn't look good, right? What was he getting ready to do, guys? He was getting ready to have himself a mouse sandwich. All right. We'd like some cheese, said Little Squeak. And I'd like a nice plump mouse, said Mr. Kit Kat, grabbing Little Squeak by the tail. Whoa, boy. Help! Squeaked Little Squeak. Into a hole in a big Swiss cheese jumped Big Squeak. How could he save Little Squeak? How could he save himself? Then he got an idea. This is the big cheese talking. Drop that mouse or I'll fill you full of holes. A talking cheese, said Mr. Kit Kat. I've been in this store too long. Mr. Kit Kat dropped Little Squeak and ran screaming from the store. Whoa! See, there he is running out of the store. Big Squeak and Little Squeak let all the mice out of the traps in the basement where Mr. Kit Kat had been saving them for a feast. Then they threw a party and freed all the mice. You could bet there was a whole lot of squeaking going on. Squeak, 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 squeak. And Mr. Kit Kat was never seen again. Not even a whisker. What happened to Mr. Kit Kat, gang? He ran into Mr. Big Dog. That's all I'll say about that. All right, so those two mice had to be brave to get out of the way of Mr. Kit Kat. Superbat, he was brave. He was able to save those mice. And you guys have been very brave to listen to my stories, not knowing what they might be about. And I thank you for coming to my story time today, for listening to my stories. I thank you. All right, so now you know that story time is going to be at 10:30 next Tuesday in the morning. It's going to be in the morning. So see if you guys can come. I'm going to send an email, let you know about it. And I hope you can make it. But thanks for coming to this story time and all my afternoon story times. Does anybody have anything to say before I sign off for the day? Evie?
I'm probably not gonna be able to make it.